What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm Jay coming at you, and finally we have the full review of this behemoth. I would call it the behemoth of the smartphones. It's the Huawei P20 Pro, and as usual, I'm gonna go through the hardware aspects, and then I'm gonna go to the software. So let's start with the hardware. There you go. We have a beautiful design, a 3D curved glass with the metal, and as you can see, let's go through the IOs. So on the right we have the volume buttons and the power button, and it has a textured kind of cool light to it, and on the top we have the antenna bands over here, and we have the microphone with an IR blaster. That's cool. That's a very useful feature. So on the sides we have this SIM ejector, and it supports two dual SIM cards. On the under we have another antennas, and we have a speaker grill here over here, and USB Type-C. So the speakers are actually a Dolby Atmos, and it fires up from here and from the top from here. As you can see at the top we have this little notch here. It's not noticeable, to be honest with you. I'm not noticing as much as it should look, but the beautiful thing what we have here is this tiny circular speaker over here. That's very intelligent, to be honest with you, because it still gives you the great sound when you're calling and listening to music. At the same time, they managed to make it more compact, to save up the space. Just to be honest with you, this is top engineering. What else we have here? This is on the back. It has a lot of fingerprints. I keep cleaning it, but hey, sometimes I just put the case on it to make it look nice. But if you're the kind of person who likes to clean his phone all the time, yeah, sure, why not? Just keep it clean. So we have, this is the blue units, and it has this reflective kind of cool color. So it shifts from light blue to dark blue to almost black. So that's really cool, and I love this color actually. But again, it's very fingerprint magnets, so you have to be careful when it comes to using the phone. In my case, to be honest with you, since I pre-ordered the phone, I was able to get a case such as this one, and that's actually a very nice case, to be honest with you. Yeah, it actually covers the look of the device, but at the same time, that's a rubber, and that's like, here, that's like a sandstone. So it's really helpful. I thought it could be like covering the phone all the way, because sometimes when I hold this phone and put it on, as you can see, this area is exposed to dust and other stuff. So unlike the P10, the Mate 10, the cover that comes with it actually covers up all the way by all sides, so it doesn't actually, so you can just put it like this. But in this case, yes, you can put it like this, but you are still risking scratches and some dust going on this way. But anyhow, I like this case. It's beautiful, it's very practical, and that's the best thing about it. When you pre-order a phone, you get some goodies, and this is one of the best goodies I can get. So let's go to the next thing, which is the software. So let's go and see what we have when it comes to the software. So as usual, I'll start with the setting. We start from the bottom, system, and about phone. We have the 8.1 version of Oreo, and I just updated it to the May 5th security patch, which is 1 month ago, approximately 1 month ago. No, it's actually 2 months ago, yeah, but it's so up to date, as you can see. Let's go back, and check the other things. So usually, like system navigation, these are the bars that you can have, and you can choose from having it on screen just like I did here, which is very useful, by the way, because I'm using this uh, icon to drop my notification straight up from here instead of just reaching on the top and sliding down. I just use my this beautiful icon, and that's why I choose the virtual navigation bar. You can use your on-screen navigation bar, and this could be useful for the Android P, because using this navigation bar to navigate through it on screen. And this is, I think, what they're gonna apply on the Pixel 3 XL and so forth. We have the off-screen navigation bar. We have the fingerprint scanner, and let's see how we can use it. So one push, get you back, holding it, and sliding up. Call out for Google. Okay, Google. Oh yeah. Oops. No, I didn't call for you. I just doing review. Come on. Yeah. It seems it's a lot of a hassle, to be honest with you. So I chose the virtual navigation bar, which I'm used to since the previous Android versions. So we're done with this. Let's go back. Language and inputs, date and time, simple mode. Alright, this is enjoy a minimalistic home screen with a simple layout and large icon. It reminds me of the Nokia icons, but I think, shall we do it? Alright, let's see. There you go. This is how your phone is gonna look like. It's gonna look like a toy. This is not good. But hey, you wanna reach your music, gallery, camera, contacts, data, and messages. So all that stuff, you're gonna reach it from here, and that's very, very minimalistic. And by the way, how can we just go back? I think I'm stuck with this, right? All right. Let me see. How can I just go back? Setting. Yep. Exit. I'm exiting this thing. I don't want it. I want this beautiful look. That's what I want. All right. So this is about system navigation. The other things are just usually transfer data from a phone to other phone, and the typical backup and restore, reset your phone, as usual. This is just a normal thing. So we are done with the system navigation. So go to the Google services. This is basically your Google account and how you can navigate through your Google account and see what password, what different accounts that you have. Smart Assistant. We have the one-handed use. So it's gonna make screen smaller, or as you can see from other phones, or you can make your keyboard shifting from right to left. Some people are left-handed, so they type from the hand left. So it's very convenient from Huawei to add this option. We have motion control. We have flipped mute, so you put it down, flip it, pick it up, reduce the ring volume, raise to ear to answer the call, and we have smart screenshot. Now, if you don't know what a smart screenshot, it's basically with your knuckle, you make a circle, right, and just take a screenshot straight away. Or you can just take your press the power button with the volume down. It's gonna take you a screenshot as well. Now there is the other thing, which is the scrolling screenshot. So let me take this screenshot from here. Let me try to get into a website. So because you need something that has a scrolling into it, because that's why it's a smart thing. Let's go to this website, for example. Alright, this is a shipping shop. So let's take volume down and start button together. right? So I have to do a scroll. Fail attempt number 2. So there you go. Scroll shot. So it's gonna scroll down. Bam. Oh my god, what's going on? Maybe it's, I think there's some ads maybe blocking it. Scroll screenshot. Alright, yeah. It's working now. So there you go. You had a screenshot and you can scroll down all the way. So even if it's a long page, it's gonna take this screenshot of this long page. No problems. Anyways, take notes, by the way. Anything I do wrong here, just take notes, because I'm doing it live, and I'm doing it, for the purpose of making mistakes and correcting things. Sometimes a bug could be encountered. That way Huawei could actually maneuver over it, or maybe release a patch note. So users and accounts, basically, your fingerprint, ID, face unlock, etc. Storage, memory and cleaners. So you have a storage here. I'm using a lot of storage, almost half of it now. 128 gigabytes. So it's calculating. And what you can do here, let me show you. You can do a storage cleaner. It's gonna calculate all the things that you have in your storage and tell you that you can actually clean the storage. And before you click clean, you can see that you have, for example, like unused videos, large files, photos, music, apps that you're not using, and installation packages and so forth. So the phone is gonna use the AI processing to understand what are you using mostly, and what are you actually leaving behind or not using at all, and it tell you to just remove it. It's better to remove it, and you can also control this thing as well. So it's better to have convenience. We went through this. This is the security and safety. And let's go back. And we have sound. Now sound, it has Dolby Atmos, guys. It has Dolby Atmos, and the beautiful thing about Dolby Atmos is that you can actually customize the sound. And remember the Sony, I think there's something called Sound Plus or something. Know in the comment section, guys. But there's a Stereo Plus over here. So if you click more sound options, you will have it's gonna open up the other things that you can do. And if you want to go to the Dolby Atmos, all you have to do is click on Dolby Atmos, and we'll have it turned on. And you can change from smart to movie to music, and each one of them has different sound volume. So let's, for example, focused. You can choose. It depends on what you're watching. If you're watching movies, maybe it's better for you to switch it on movie. If you listen to music, it's gonna enhance your audio from music. Maybe smart is gonna enhance it for if you listen to the podcast. Mostly smart is very good. It can adjust itself, but you can check my other videos where I just did a speaker test with the P20 Pro versus the Mate 10. There you go about the sound. Go to the display. So in display you have brightness levels, eye color comforts, so you can make it natural tone for you to easy to read at night. If you're turning your lights off, it'll be easy for you to correct temperature. So I already set it up to be in vivid mode and cold, because this is where vibrant colors really pop in your face. Warm is gonna take it make it more like a yellowish color. The whites will be more yellowish, but if it's in cold and vivid at the same time, you'll have a white but a little bit bluish, and it's not too bluish, but the colors will pop in you, and colors will look really nice. And I have eye comfort off, so if we turn it on, you will notice it's turning on. So if we're gonna make it more warmer or cooler, it's gonna look just like this. I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah. So this is about the eye comfort over here, and you can choose from home screen style. Do you want it to have a drawer, or you can have it standard? So as usual, if you casual Android user, you will have a drawer there. Now we have a notch setting, and as you know, most people do not like the notch. So yeah, if I put it on, it's gonna have like additional color. If for example, if you're using Amazon or whatever, I'll show you an example. If you're playing, for example, this game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes it gives you black bar, and sometimes it doesn't give you any bar. You know, sometimes it gives you like a colorful thing. See, so this game doesn't actually support the notch. So let's try. What do we have here? Let's try Twitter. Now, as you can see, it has a little bit of whiter color. So it has white color over here. Yeah, so it differ from place to place or application to application, so that colors on the notch can differ. But in my case, I just put it off. You know, I don't like the notch. So there you go with the notch. We have view mode. This is about your scaling your text. If you want to make it bigger, smaller, depends on your personal preferences. So I make it default. Text size as well. You can make your text bigger to read more on the screen, maybe smaller to have more text on the screen. Up to you. Text style. So we have different text styles, Huawei font, and express yourself. I don't know, with different fonts, but I'll stick to my default fonts because I usually like the default. Screen resolution. Two different resolutions, guys. Full HD plus and HD plus. HD plus usually been done to reduce battery consumption. Alright, so let's take a look at the battery. We are done with the display, so let's go to the battery. And here, as you can see, we have the percentage, we have the measurement. You see the curve, it's going down so fast because I actually consume a lot of battery here. And we have the power management, we have the power saving mode, we have the ultra power saving mode, and it's gonna limit you to only a few applications. So you can have contacts, messages, data. You can add, for example, whatever you want from the applications. Just you have to. It's just limited to these certain apps. It's gonna have a black screen, and that's about it. And this is a good thing. This is a good addition to save your battery and losing your work. So we have battery. Yeah, so there was a concerning from myself, to be honest with you, because the first day I bought the phone, after 2 days of heavily working on it, I noticed that the battery actually been draining so fast, and the screen on time was about like 3 hours or 3 hours and a half. It was crazy number, and I had to go and investigate why it's so draining the battery so much. And actually I found out the reason. And so this is so crazy. It's an option on your setting. Alright, so it's an option in your setting that you can turn on and off. But at the same time, if you buy the phone straight from the box, if you open the phone, it's always on, and this setting that is always on is the one draining your battery. Now let me show you how long it take you to go to this options. Okay, just look at this. Apps and notification, apps. Take this apps for example, and we go down and we chose what is it? We chose notification, and we go to, oh my god, I just lost it. I did it like 3-5 times and I lost it. That's why it's so hard to get to this option. Okay, finally found it. Okay, there you go. Wow. So let's go back. So apps, you click on an app, then you go to the notification, you go to battery, and then from here you go to app launch. Yeah, click the app launch. You'll have 3 or 4 options. Manage automatically, you have auto launch, you have secondary launch, you have run in background. Now when I purchased the phone, all these 3 options was turned on. All of them were turned on, and imagine all apps were running in the background all the time without you without you knowing how to actually remove it. So I had to go through the phone for few hours and to get this done. So if you're buying the P20 Pro, go here to the app launch and disable these if you don't need this application. It's good for Snapchat, good for WhatsApp, good for YouTube, etc. But other applications is gonna draw your battery without any need, so to speak. So don't use these. Please guys, watch out from this thing, because it's really made me so concerned about the battery. This is video image stabilization. The car is shaking very heavily, and my hands is not stable when holding the phone. So we'll see how this is looking on video and how it's stabilized. 1080p, 30 frames per second. That's 4K. You'll notice if it is bad stability, but there is no stability at all. And yeah, that's a 4K, everybody. What's up guys, this is nighttime, 1080p image stabilization, and you see the color sensor doing the right job here. You see the colors are accurate. "4K nighttime recording." A little bit shaking over there, but image is very crisp and clear. Hey guys, this is for image stabilization. Gonna walk now. And I'm gonna try running. There you go. Yo, what's up guys, how you doing? Jay coming at you now. Another video. This time is gonna
test the zoom even further with the P20 Pro. So as you can see, I'm showing you the image stabilization, and it seems really smooth, as you can see. It's been recording is in 1080p. Sorry. So I'll be recording, so I'm going to show you what a 10 times zoom plus an image stabilization looks like. So this is a Toyota Camry. I can see this car from here. It's a Toyota Camry waiting by the lake. Now if we go further over there, we see, and this is way back, you cannot even see it by my own eyes, but you can actually identify how many buildings we have over there. This is in Bahrain, by the way. So let's take another test. Let's take a look at this bridge, and this is a 10 times zoom. Now you can see the details on the bridge, but you cannot identify the cars or what type of car that is going on there by brand. Like, I know this is a truck, this is a car, but I cannot identify what brand of the car is. But that would be crazy if you can't do that. Yeah, we have a truck over there, and as you can see, still this is the image stabilization and 10 times zoom. So let's take another test. Let's see if we can even know. Yeah, we can do it from here. We can know the type of cars that we are zooming in from here. And I'm gonna zoom out so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you go photo mode and zoom all the way, you're not actually gonna get all the way more zoom, because in the video you'll be able to zoom even more, even though it's a 10 times zoom. But I'm gonna show you a test right now. Now look at this card. Alright, I'm in photo mode. If I go to video, I'm actually zooming even further. Back to the photo. This is 10 times zoom. See? That's cool. That's really cool. I wonder if Huawei can even enable a 15 times zoom with a little bit loss of detail. That would be even great, because I believe this camera is really capable of doing so. Thank you guys for watching the video. See you guys later.
Hey guys, how you doing? So this is about the Pro mode, and it's actually very technical, so I'll get you through it. So let's start with the ISO. Here, as you can see, it's darker because we have lower ISO. If we crack this to this is 6,400, so let's try the 12,800 and see what happened. We are seeing most of the screen, and it's too much brightness that the screen itself hardly visible. So let's try to even crack it even more and see if we can go to any more darker situations. You see there is a difference between 12,800 to 25,600. There is a more brightness. What about the 51,200? We can try some darker situations. So let's say I'll try to open up my disk over here and see what we have. So we crack it to 12,000, and let's start take a picture. And that's the picture, guys. Can you see how much lights and details we have? And that's the craziness of the magic of the Pro mode when you crack the ISO to 102,400. So that's the craziest thing about this product. What makes it really stand out from other products. So what else we have? We have the manual focus, and let me just try to fix this again. Alright. just give me a moment. So we have to go back to 6400 in order to continually function the Pro mode. All right. So this is when you try to control the exposure, but I usually put it in auto mode. What else we have? So it's a typical Pro mode from other phones or other Huawei phones if you're familiar with it. This is the manual focus and the automatic focus. And so you can just do it if you want to crack. If you want to have a good pictures, you can just play with the ISO and try to get really good pictures. Thank you guys for watching.